So I'm gonna show you guys how I did this video. I'm gonna show you how to do one scene, and with that one scene, you can pretty much, rinse and repeat for any other rooms in the video. Use a different video that I shot. This one's vertical. So yeah, let's get into it. The reason I even attempted to do a AI video staging clip, for one, my least favorite type of home to shoot is an empty one because it doesn't really leave you with much, creative freedom on what to shoot, how to shoot it, camera movements. You can only show an empty room so many ways. Doing the AI virtual staging video, it's another way you can sell a client a video who would normally say, well, the house is empty, so I don't really need a video. And your response can now be, well, I can create a video, virtually stage it in the video so you can show what the space will look like. This is my video clip. I'm not going to do the whole video, otherwise we'll be here for a while. I'm just going to do one room. So you'll need a video clip or a photo. And then you need an AI platform. I use Higgsfield. I used to use FreePic, but they were pretty much the same thing. Just ended up using Higgsfield more often. So I just, abandoned FreePic and just started using Higgsfield. And I haven't stabilized this, so there's no stabilization on here. And we'll turn the volume down on this just in case you hear my footsteps shuffling or whatever. So we're gonna, right here, that's where we'll stage it. See, I think that's the best. Well, I guess I could do this point of view. Now, once again, if I knew I was gonna make a video for virtually staging this place, I would have shot it a little differently. But this is what we got. I'm not gonna do the front part of it because it doesn't really leave a whole lot of time at the beginning. So we're gonna show them that it's empty here. Then as I turn around and back away, right before the wall, right there. So I'm gonna export this clip right here. Save current frame. I'm just gonna name this living room. Let's put it. Remind myself that it's just a still. Now we take this image. Here's the image. So that's just a JPEG. I'm gonna take this to a Nano Banana. That's from a previous one. Whenever a client wants a image on the TV, I just come here and create a unique image for the TV, and I send it along with the editor so I can have the editor put it on the TVs. All right, so let's put the still in here. And my go-to prompt is just virtually stage this. Let's see if it changes to any windows. Sometimes it will like add windows, remove windows, change the room around. So be careful the room stays the same. Okay, so this is what it gave us. And I don't like it because obviously this couch is in the way here. So one thing I learned from having ChatGPT help me out with prompts is to tell it to, don't have any furniture in the foreground. What I'm gonna do to fix this, I'm just gonna go to ChatGPT. I sometimes call on ChatGPT to help me out with prompts. I feel it can help me more accurately get the photos to look like I want it to. So I'm gonna show ChatGPT the photo, so that way it knows what I'm talking about. So what I told ChatGPT is I would like to have this living room virtually staged. The camera is in the door frame that leads to the kitchen. I don't want any furniture that will block the path from the door to where the camera is. Okay, let's see if now Banana has all this room for all of this. I'm gonna go ahead and have it give me four renders. Well, this room looks pretty boring. All right, let's take it back over to ChatGPT and let it know that what I think it did. I think ChatGPT just gave too much in its prompt. So the image it gave me was pretty boring. The image should have some couches, coffee table, TV hanging on the wall, the usual items living room would have. The image it gave me was pretty bare. And also gonna tell to keep the prompt short. Alright, so it gave us this little guy right here. Let's throw that in the prompt box. Paste. Okay, so it changed the room around on these two. These two are much better, but let me just double check that that it didn't change anything. We're gonna go ahead and use, I think this one looks better out of the four right here. We're gonna save this. We're gonna save it as stage living room. And we go back to, oh no, we stay here in Anna Banana. Now we're gonna go to video. Don't mind this. This is from a different one. Cling 2.5. I believe this is the right one. Cling 2.5. So we put the empty one in the start frame, the stage one in the end frame. While it's doing that, I'm gonna come back here. I forgot to split this right here because this is where we are going to enter. We're gonna drop our clip at right here. So we want to put it between these two clips. Oh, I forgot to give it a prompt. For a prompt, we're gonna keep it basic. Have the furniture come into the room one piece at a time. Let's see what it gave us. Well, that's one option. Let's see if we can have it. Okay, it's all coming out of the floor. Let's tell it to have the furniture drop into the room. Okay, what did it give us this time? I like this one better. I mean, it's not dropping out of the sky, but everything's dropping in as opposed to this one just coming up from the floor. Just to keep everything separate and put in video clips folder. Go ahead and put this into our timeline. And this is what it looks like so far. And it continues. There seems to be like a little pause, like a little delay right here. It comes in. No, beginning. Delay. Okay. I don't want a delay right there. Okay, that's when it first appears. Continues. I'm going to take out that delay at the end too, right there. Then I'm going to duplicate this one right here, then reverse it. This is what I did in the last one. As you can see, I added, all the items coming into the room. I gave it its own little sound, and I just basically went to artless sound effects, and we got some whooshes. All right, so back to this one. So to make this more interesting, I get sounds for all the furniture popping in and popping out. I do at least 3 sounds so that it's not just one sound being played over and over again. Let's see if we can make this even more interesting. So we have this coming in. So we're going to go back to Higgs field. We'll find a cool effect in here somewhere. We're going off script now. We're just exploring other ways to make this video a little bit more interesting. Okay, let's see if this one will work. End frame. So we're gonna... No. So they're gonna let me swap it. Yeah, swap it here. So we're gonna keep the stuff popping in, but we're going to replace everything coming off screen. Okay. Let's see what it gave us. Not what I wanted, so we're not gonna use that one. Let's find something else. Oh, this is it right here. We'll use this one right here. This disintegration effect. I didn't give it a prompt. I just put in the start and the end. So it's going to start at the it's going to start at the staged image, and it should end with the empty room. All right, let's use this one. So we want it on above the second one. It seems like this one is shorter. I mean, it's longer than the other one. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit so it'll go a little faster. There we go. I'm gonna remove that little slight delay. There we go. So it starts to disintegrate there. Mm. I know what we can do. Let's go back to Nana Banana. Let's add our staged clip. And then since it's the holiday season, we are going to give it some Christmas decorations. Okay, gave us 4. This gave us a shelf right here that I don't think was in the. I guess we can add a shelf for Christmas decorations. As long as the windows are where they're supposed to be and there's no extra windows and the door's where it's supposed to be, it should be good. I like this red draped over it. Okay, we're going to use this right here. Go back to our video section. Put this back to cling. Just right here, cling 2.5 turbo. We'll take out this empty room. And hit enter, or not hit enter. So here is the next clip. No, it's still. All right, so little error here on my part. I still had the earth thing up here for some reason. I don't know. So it gave me this right here, which is not what we want. So I want to go ahead and fix this. I'll stop looking at that. Okay, here is what it gave us. Oops. Let's go ahead and download this. There it is. So in here, there's not a little delay, is there? So when you get to this point, you can either reverse it all the way back down to empty room. You can reverse it back down to this part of the room and have it disintegrate. Or you can create a clip where this disintegrates. All right, well, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'd like to see what you guys create with this.